Hey guys, welcome back. We've had lots of fun making these videos, although, you know what, we've had a fair few disruptions. We had the dog walk in, and yesterday, if you listened really closely to Rocket's Treasure X video, you could hear little baby brother crying in the background. Yeah. Well, hopefully...
He was crying a lot.
Yeah. But you know what, that's life, and that's what Time Poor Dad is all about. It's all about making the best of your hobby time, despite all the busyness of family life. Well, today we're going to be talking about action figures.
Yeah.
Now, what action figures are we going to be talking about?
Spikor.
Spikor. Now, we have two Spikors. Now, as you know, Spikor is one of the masters of the universe. Or more correctly, he's one of Skeletor's evil minions. And when I was a little kid about your age, I loved Spikor. I actually had this Spikor. Not actually this Spikor. It was one just like it. I got this Spikor at a collector's fair. Now, you're actually holding the new Spikor. And so let's put them next to each other because we're going to do a little bit of a comparison. Okay, so here we have the original Masters of the Universe Spikor, and here we have the new retro one. So I'll just show everyone the packet. As you can see, I'm not a believer in keeping things in their packets. I bust it open because, you know what, an action figure is meant to be played with. Now, we're going to go through and compare them. And so, Rocket, can you hold your Spikor? And I'll hold mine. And we'll hold them next to each other. And I'm going to talk about all the different parts. Now, as you can see, on the surface, they look pretty much identical. I reckon they did a really good job of the face. Those faces look pretty much identical. Now, the Spikor action figure actually looks so much better than Spikor in the cartoon. Spikor in the cartoon is actually kind of lame, but his action figure is awesome. Now, if we take a look at the heads, there is one little difference. In the original Spikor, his head can just twist around. But, Rocket, can you show us what the new Spikor head can do? Ooh, can you see that? It's got a bit of a ball joint. Can you make him sort of nod up and down? Yeah, so they've done a bit of an improvement. Okay, he's got a bit of a ball joint. Now, the bodies are pretty much identical. Okay?
The only difference about the bodies is that the green is a bit darker than the old one.
Yeah, but you know what? The spikes pretty much feel the same. Okay? Now, one of the big improvements, I think, are the arms. Okay, so the original Spikor has, you know, the good old Masters of the Universe arms that can pop on and off. But what are the arms like on the new one?
They don't come up.
Ah, but what can they do? Because these arms, these just go up and down. What's he got that this one doesn't? Ooh, what are you twisting?
His elbow.
He's got an elbow. What about his wrist? Can you twist his wrist? Look at that. That's something that we didn't have. However, if we go over... Oh, got a bit of a wobble.
And his hands move.
His hands move. This guy's hands doesn't move. Their weapon's pretty much the same. But you know what? Spikor was really interesting because he had this trident weapon. And everyone remembers the original Spikor. His trident goes in and out, in and out.
But this one doesn't go in and out because it has this here.
Oh, so that's it. Because this Spikor has elbows, his trident can't go in and out. Because the original one had this big hollow arm. But the new one, let's see if we can pop the new one in. I'm going to pull that off. And let's take a look at the new one. And so if you want Spikor with a short trident, you can substitute it. Now, I don't know if I'm that keen on that. It seems okay, but there's nothing like it going in and out, in and out. Okay? Now, another difference
is that one's legs broke off.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? This one, his legs are actually busted off. I've got a bit of blue tack in there because the original figures, the rubber band just gets worn out. They all end up with these really gumby, bendy legs that just refuse to stand. And I haven't had the heart to glue it. But can you show us the legs of the other Spikor?
These ones' knees bend.
Oh, get it in the shot. So the knees bend. But he can actually do something that I've been wanting He-Man figures to do for ages. Can you have Spikor, I'll hold him up so we can all see, can you have him stand super straight? Because as a kid, all the Masters of the Universe action figures had these really bent muscle legs. And they're really hard to stand. But in the cartoon, they'd be standing up normal and straight. Oh, look at that. That is the fulfillment of a dream. a Masters of the Universe action figure, you know what, a He-Man figure, let's call them He-Man figures, standing up straight. That's awesome. But there's one thing that the new Spikor was missing, and this was a real essential part of the Masters of the Universe He-Man action figures, and that is the whip action with the waist, so they can fight each other. And you know what? Spikor needed that, because if you whipped it, the trident shot out. See, you can have him shoot out that trident and zap He-Man. What about the new one? Can the new one do that? He can twist. Oh, twist him for the camera. Twist him for the camera. But does he have a bit of a spring action? Nah.
No.
Okay, well, you know what? I think that the new Spikor is an excellent figure. He's lots and lots of fun. Okay? He's improved in some areas, but you know what? The old classics, I still think they've got some real playability. Now, there's only one thing left to do. You know what that is?
What?
I'll grab him. Battle! Yeah! Hey, his leg stayed on. Anyway, this is Time Poor Dad and Rocket, and we'll catch you later. Bye!